Hey, Jim Roman, national speaker and strategic business coach. And I wanted to shoot this video on how to get more members for your association. So often I am asked to come into organizations and how to maximize their membership, how to not only gain members, but to retain members. And one of the best ways of doing that is engaging them in such a way that they just find so much value that they renew year after year after year. But I wanted to do an additional video, additional content on the topic of how to get more members. And so hopefully you get some value out of this. Please let me know, comment below as we go through this. So let's jump right into it. How do you get more members to your association or organization? Number one is to have more guests. The more guests that you have that have a great experience with your organization, the more likely they're going to join. Simple as that. Now, how do you get more guests? We'll talk about that in a moment, but that is one of the ways of getting more members, is getting more guests to attend your events, your committees, your functions, the things that you're doing. And hopefully if they have a great experience, they're going to want to get involved. So that's number two. What's the second way? Is when you actually have guests come to your events, whether it's a committee, a golf outing, a monthly luncheon, an annual event, is having meeters and greeters to make those people feel special, make them feel welcome. Hopefully they feel like they belong and they want to find out more about your organization. So that's the number two way of getting more members, is that experience they have when they attend one of your events or one of your committees and things like that. Well, third way of doing it is getting your board involved. Getting your board involved. I was involved in a small association where, typically in the bigger associations, they expect the board members to bring money to the table. Well, in this small association, I realized that that wasn't going to happen. And so what can we do in exchange for that? So I recommended that we invite our board members to help the organization grow. And to do that, we would ask them to get us more members. Number two, get us sponsors, or get us guests. And I find when you give people options, you're more likely to get one of them versus none of them. So that is what I would be doing to get more members, is get my board involved. How do I get my board involved in something like that? Share the vision, mission, and values. Share with my board what we're all about as an organization, and that don't we want to reach more people? And by reaching more people, we need more members, more sponsors, or more guests. That's how you get your board involved. In fact, I go a step further and encourage your board, to attend events so that they can get that experience themselves, and so that they're excited about being on board. I've seen too often that board members just attend a board event and that's it, or a board event and an annual event and that's it. And I want to have a board that's more engaged this day and age if I really want to compete with other associations and organizations. So again, if I want to get more members, I want to get more guests. I want to make sure they have an experience where they feel welcomed, included, and want to belong. Then I want to get my board involved by giving them options. And then number four, sharing that vision and mission and values with the board members to get them excited about growing the organization and association. These are just some of the ways. What else can you do to get more members? Another one to do that is to partner with other associations. Years ago, we were partnering up with another association to put on our annual State of the Union, State of the Economy, State of the County speaking engagement, where we had the CEO of the county come to speak. And so we partnered with other organizations to put on the event so that we could have a bigger event, bigger showing for the CEO of that county. And it was a wonderful experience. And those who felt welcomed and belonged, they were more likely to get involved in our association. So sometimes partnering with other like-minded associations, organizations is a great way to getting more guests, getting more people to attend something that's special like that. What else can you do? Well, maybe you could do is put together an ambassador program or a membership committee. Ambassador programs and membership committees, if done correctly, they're tasked with getting more members. How do you get more members? Getting more guests. And then by getting those guests and making them feel welcomed and engaged as part of those events, they're more likely to be able to want to get more people to get involved in your association. So if you don't have a membership committee or an ambassador program, I highly recommend that. If you want to know how to set that up, just email me at questions@askjimroman.com. Be more than glad to talk to you through that. What else can you do to get more members? I have some notes here, so I don't want to lose out in any of those ideas. Another thing you can do is create an I Belong campaign. Years ago, I was involved in the Chamber of Commerce, and they came up with these pins that said, I belong. And at every breakfast and every lunch, they would shoot videos of those members and share, why do you belong to this association? In this case, a Chamber of Commerce. And then they would share passionately. And then we would take that short video and put it on the social media. And guess what happens? That gets out to their friends, their colleagues, their connections, and people are going to go, oh, what's this chamber or what's this association you're involved in? And because they know me and I belong, they're more likely to call me up and say, hey, Jim, tell me more about that. It sounds like it's very valuable. It sounds like you're getting something out of it. How do I come to an event? How do I get involved? So by creating a campaign around I belong, again, in this case, we had pins, we had videos, and we posted on social media, we were able to grow that association just by that effort alone. So that's a great idea. What else can you do? Membership drives. Membership drives can be a great way of getting more members. Now, there's good ways of doing membership drives and there are bad ways. I'll probably do a separate video on that, but just talk about the good things about a membership drive. I was involved in an association years ago where they would put on this membership drive. And it was the only time that people showed up to get guests, right? They would never bring members any other time there, but this one time, every single year, their capital campaign that they put on, members would come out, they get up in teams, and they got excited about growing the association because they were competing with their colleagues in efforts to grow that organization. And it worked wonderfully. How we knew it was so effective is because when the new president of that organization got into office, he got rid of the membership committee or campaign, and those people just left. They said, you know, that was the one thing we enjoyed most. Like a lot of you have skeet shooting, you have an annual event that your members just love. And if you ever got rid of that thing, that would be disappointing. Well, in this case, it was the membership drive. They got rid of it, and those members were disappointed. And so they went to another association so they can do it over there. And so a membership drive could be a competitive, fun activity if done correctly to grow your membership. What else can you do to get more members? Come up with a referral program. Have a referral program. So one of the organizations we were involved in, they had a referral program that if you refer a person who becomes a member, you would get a $2,500, or $2,500, I wish, right? A $25 gift card to a restaurant or retail of another member. So the benefit of that is, number one, you're bringing a guest who becomes a member, you're getting acknowledged, you're getting recognition, and then you're getting a gift card to another member. And so they're getting recognition and rewarded. And so that was a win-win situation. The key thing here, though, is to make sure that you acknowledge this in your newsletters, your monthly lunches, letting people know who actually won the referral program that month, because then you get even more traction from that, more traffic from that, and that person's going to rave. They're going to want to be able to do it again and again and again, because again, we like positive stuff, positive reinforcement. And then last but not least, I think one of the ways you can get more members is get your current members results. Get a return on their investment, or I like to say return on their relationships. If your members are satisfied from their membership, they're getting value from their membership, they're more likely to rave about your organization and association and bring guests, be more involved. So these are just some of the ways. I just wanted to shoot this video on ways that you can drive new members. Number one is guests, creating an experience for those guests so they feel welcomed and belong. Get your board involved by talking about your vision and mission and values and how do we reach more people, giving them options. Partnering with other organizations, the list goes on and on. I would love to know what you're doing to grow your membership. I would love for you to email me at questions@askjimroman.com or comment below. Would love to be able to share that with everyone else so that we can grow for this year and many years to go. Again, hopefully you got value out of it. Again, my name is Jim Roman. The more you know, the more we grow.